And we back, and we back, and we back. Hello and welcome, everybody. It's been 3 weeks, but guess what? We back. This is Whatever It Takes, the show where we ask our contestants if they'll do whatever it takes to win. I'm your host, BJ Jeranyama, and I'm joined by our co-host and scorekeeper, Alicia Perez. Let's bring Alicia in. Alicia, how you doing?
I am doing quite all right. I missed you, and I missed everyone. So here we are, back again for another show.
Back again, and we see that Apollo's back there?
Well, here he is, and let's just hope he doesn't fuck shit up like he always does.
Well, we'll see, because Alicia, today we're hopping into our DeLorean, and we're going back to the future for today's theme. It's 90s music. Alicia, what's your favorite 90s, artist, song? What do you got?
It's gotta be R.I.P. to the big one, Tupac. He is my favorite 90s musician. And also his competitor, Biggie. I like them both equally.
See, I thought you were going to go with Biggie first because you were like, it's got to be the big one. I was like, oh, Biggie Smalls. And she went with Tupac Shakur.
I wonder what our contestants' favorite musicians are.
Well, hey, that's a great transition because we're going to meet our contestants right now. And if you've watched Whatever It Takes before, you know that we have each of our contestants write each other's bio, and then whoever wrote the funniest bio, according to Alicia, gets to go first. So let's go. I think we got a good batch this time. So our first contestant is going to be Colleen, and it's going to be here's Colleen's bio, written by Will. She's a children's advocate lawyer from the city that gave us Aerosmith, Mark Wahlberg, and molasses-covered baked beans. Host of 2MB Studios' Glitty Litter, she also a quality control tester for Dairy Queen that enjoys long works like really, really, really long walks to the furthest away Five Guys or A&W, whatever's closest. And last year, she led an online campaign to get the Zack Snyder cut of Glade commercial that made her cry. Release. Give it up for Colleen Francis. Colleen, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
So you're a big fan of Zack Snyder, I hear.
Oh yeah, I love him. Favorite filmmaker. But I should say the emphasis in that is it's the Glade commercial specifically, which always makes me cry.
Always makes me cry.
Yeah.
Well, Colleen, we both did Mind Over Matter, and I know you have a musical ear because I've seen you do a bunch of musical stuff, a bunch of improv stuff on that. So you think you have what it takes?
I'm nervous that I don't have quite what it takes, but I'm gonna fake it and tell you guys I definitely have what it takes.
All right, Colleen is in the house. Let's see your competitor. All right, this is Will Poole's bio, written by you, Colleen. Will is both a lover and a fighter. He fought bad hair days by becoming bald as hell, though he maintains a Rapunzel-length beard. On the love side of things, Will officiates weddings. His signature as an officiant is acting out the scene from Space Jam where Bugs Bunny first meets Lola Bunny. In addition to detailing cars by making them into Megazords, Will hosts the podcast George Center, which is not about sports. Here is the indomitable Will Poole, aka Christy Yamaguchi Man.
That was fantastic. That was my reputation precedes me. Absolutely. That was wonderful, Colleen. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it seems like Colleen did not lie. You got that long locks going through.
I do. It's the only long locks I'm capable of growing. So my hair retired and moved south. And I got to grow it where I can.
How long have you been growing that for?
So I haven't shaved since 2004.
Oh my God.
That's the last time I took an actual razor to my face. I was working at a grocery store. I was in college. The grocery store shut down, and I had to shave every day for it. So I stopped shaving, and I've just never shaved again.
Stop shaving. Not almost 2 decades. Almost 2 decades.
Yep.
Well, if you can refrain from shaving from almost 2 decades, I think you can try to prove if you will do whatever it takes to win.
As long as one of the challenges isn't cutting my beard off, I'm going to say that I'll be able to do this. Yeah.
I will be willing to shave my beard off.
BJ, for the accuracy and the humor, I think who should go first is Colleen. That was very funny and it was correct. So,
all right. Hey, Colleen, you'll be going up first. But before we get into that, just a quick reminder of the gameplay and the rules if you haven't been to Whatever It Takes or seen an episode. So here's a brief reminder. Contestants will alternate answering trivia questions or completing the Whatever It Takes challenge. There are about 3 10 to 15-minute rounds. With every round, the potential points double, but the questions and the challenge get harder. Each contestant can take the Whatever It Takes challenge a maximum of 3 times per round. So they can take it up to 9 times in the entire show. So this is how the gameplay works. If after getting a trivia question, Colleen challenges Will to answer the question, the points for the question will double. At this point, Will can respond by either answering the trivia question or he can take the Whatever It Takes challenge. Will can complete the Whatever It Takes challenge or pass it back to Colleen. And at that point, Colleen has to take the Whatever It Takes challenge. But if Colleen successfully completes it, she'll get all the points. All right. But if any contestant incorrectly answers a question or fails to complete a whatever it takes challenge, they concede the points to their opposing contestants. So there's a little bit of strategy there. There's a little bit of strategy. We're going to get into the first round where the points are worth 20 points for an original trivia question or 40 points after being challenged. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
I am. Yep.
All right. I hope y'all been listening to some 90s music playlists because we're going to go right into it with Colleen. You're up.
Okay.
All right. The first question. Whitney Houston's massive 1992 hit, I Will Always Love You, was actually a cover of what artist?
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton is correct. That's 1973. You didn't even take a moment to even think about it. Automatic.
There are like a couple strong areas for me and then deep, deep oceans of weakness. So Dolly Parton and Whitney Houston tend to be peaks for me.
Well, we hit on a high. Well, let's see if you'll be as lucky. What year did Britney Spears' debut album, Baby One More Time, I believe that's what it is, was released?
Oh no. I'm gonna say 98?
98?
99.
So close.
99.
It's 99.
Oh, Britney Spears, not my strong suit, BJ.
I'm giving it to him, Bongani. He was so close. I'm giving it to him.
Oh man. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Got
Wow.
Alicia on the side.
Okay.
I can't do anything. Alicia's the scorekeeper. That's why it's up
Whew.
over there. Colleen, let's see if you can regain your lead. Who designed Sean John clothing?
Oh,
Sean John. Back in the day, very baggy stuff.
Is it Puff Daddy?
We'll take Puff Daddy. We'll take a man of many names.
Yep.
Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, Brother Love.
Okay. I'm gonna reveal just how uncool I was in the 90s by totally getting everyone's name just a little wrong.
It seems like people are asking what the audience poll is. Usually we wait until the middle of the round, but if you've watched Whatever It Takes for a while, you know that we like to see what our audience is doing and we like to get them involved in it. So if you're watching this at another time, make sure to watch it live. Watch it on 2MB Studio on Twitch, where you can actually interact with us. And every game in the second round, the first challenge is an audience question. And this week, we have a 15 seconds challenge. Basically, we're going to ask our contestants. They have 15 seconds to freestyle or a cappella an original song about a 90s movie. It has to make sense, and it must be continuous nonstop. So the audience, you're going to decide what movie they're going to do. We have three options. 1, Space Jam. 2, Never Been Kissed. 3, Good Will Hunting. So we don't have a poll that we can set up in Twitch today. So just let us know in the comment sections, in the chat. Say Space Jam, say Never Been Kissed, say Good Will Hunting, and Alicia is going to monitor that and let us know in round 2 what's going to happen. But we're going to go back to the game. All right. Who is up, Alicia, by the way?
All right, Colleen is next.
Or wait, no, I think it was mine. I think she just did Sean John.
Oh, yes. Just did Sean
Sorry
John.
about that. Actually, let's do Will.
Will, you're up. Let's see if you get some more points. Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson appeared in the music video for what artist song Remember the Time?
Oh no.
Basketball legends Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson. I know you're from North Carolina, so I know you're a big fan of the Charlotte Hornets. Gotta know your boy Mike.
Remember the time. Michael Jackson?
Do you remember the time?
Okay. See, I know all these names are floating around in my head, but it's until BJ, you just sang it, and of course the song comes flooding back to me. But just in the abstract, it is so hard to wrap my head around the names of these things. Whew. Okay, yep. All right, I'm still in it.
Back in the day, getting into a Mike Jackson music video was like a status thing.
Yes.
A lot of
yes.
celebrities in there. But Colleen, you're up.
Okay.
What was Garth Brooks' alter ego rock persona that had a top 10 pop hit, Lost in You? Country singer Garth Brooks
Will
had a...
definitely knows this. Oh, shit.
So here's the thing. You can answer,
Yeah.
or you can challenge Will.
Oh, but he's gonna know it. But if I get it wrong, it's the same as if he gets it right, huh?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. I know he's gonna get it right, and so I'm gonna go Garth Brooks alter ego. Jesus Christ.
Nope, that's not it.
I'm gonna go with like Dave Brooks.
Dave Brooks is a very funny name, but obviously wrong. Will, do you want to let us know what it is?
That would be one Mr. Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines, the alter ego. It's kind of the craziest thing because Garth Brooks, like some people have like, you know, different alter egos. I think like Nicki Minaj has a different one or whatever. But the thing with
Sasha
Garth
Fierce, Beyonce,
Sasha
you
Fierce?
know.
Yeah.
With Beyonce. But the thing with Garth Brooks is that he was like, this is not Garth Brooks. This is Chris Gaines. And then I'm not Garth Brooks. I'm not Garth Brooks. It's Chris Gaines.
Bongani, Nicki Minaj is the alter ego because she is Onika. That's her name. And her alter ego is Nicki Minaj.
Wasn't she briefly Roland as well?
Yeah, that's her stage name. It's a stage name. Nicki Minaj is a stage name. She has a real person name, but she has alter egos within her stage persona.
I had no idea that Garth Brooks was doing this like divided persona with the angst. I didn't even know. I didn't know he had the depth.
It was very emo too. He had the little soul patch, and he actually played SNL as the musical guest as Chris Gaines.
Whoa.
Yeah. You have a whole YouTube rabbit hole to go down there.
I would like the world to know that Alicia is not my real name, and I won't tell you what it is. So
I know what it is, but I won't say anything because I respect you.
Thank you, and that's why I love you.
Love you too. Well, you are up next.
All right.
Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life, in parentheses, Ghetto Life, contains an iconic sample from what Broadway musical?
That would be Annie.
Annie is correct. It's a hard knock life for us. There you go.
It's such a good sample, and he actually lied to the composer about what he was going to use it for, and got permission that way. He went and met the guy, and I read a little bit of trivia about that one time. So yeah, that's how that song came about.
There you go. Will providing the trivia. Colleen, let's see if you can provide another right answer. All right. What city unveiled a mural of Jimi Hendrix in the 90s in the building where he bought his first guitar?
Oh, God.
Jimi Hendrix.
I want Will's question. Okay, what do I know about Jimi Hendrix? He feels like a West Coast guy.
It's a very musical town.
Okay, I'm gonna.
A very 90s musical town.
Oh, I was gonna say Nashville.
BJ, I would also like to remind Colleen that she can take the challenge.
Oh, you could challenge Will.
Right.
Or you can take a challenge.
I just have a feeling Will's gonna get it.
I have a guess, but I do not know if I know the answer, honestly.
Well, I'm gonna retract my answer and throw to Will.
Okay, well, want to know where is there a Jimi Hendrix mural in the place where he bought his first guitar?
I'm gonna say Seattle.
Seattle is correct.
All right.
That's right. Jimi Hendrix, a Seattle native, so much so that the local soccer team, the Seattle Sounders, just released a new Jimi Hendrix jersey.
Oh, cool.
There you go. And Will, you're up next again.
All right.
How many members were in Spice Girls? The Spice Girls.
If I name them all, do I get extra credit?
You can name them all.
Let's see.
But we want the number.
Oh, yeah. So, Baby, Scary, Sporty, Posh, and Ginger. I think that's 5. Is that correct?
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That's your final answer, locking it in. And 5 is correct. 5 is correct.
I do love some
have to
Spice
do
Girls.
extra points for that because I am an enormous Spice Girls fan. I
So
have
there
to
you
do
go.
extra points. So we're going to do, rather than 20 for answering the question, we're going to do 30.
Can you give the extra points to Colleen? Am I allowed to do that?
I will actually feel bad. It will make me feel.
No, that was you've gotten the Chris Gaines. If you're not familiar with Garth Brooks in the 90s, that's a tough question. That's a very tough question.
I have a feeling a streak is coming for me.
Okay, all right.
Fair
enough.
So I am going to go with what Colleen wants to do.
Yes.
Okay.
She does not want the extra points.
I famously on this network run a game show where the points are very important.
Okay.
And as a result, I'm prepared to take my licks.
Okay. All right. Fair
However,
enough.
at the end of this section, which I will let you know is coming up, I will decide where the points go at the end. Just so everyone knows.
All right. And guess what? That's the end of round 1. I didn't even know that we had extra points, but Alicia is saying that's our scorekeeper. That's a thing.
Yeah, it's power.
The game is evolving before everybody's eyes right now.
Okay.
Well, we are going to allow Alicia to tally up all the scores, but while she's doing that, Colleen, what have you been up to? If everyone doesn't know, Colleen and I were in the 2nd season of Mind Over Manor, but since then, you've been doing a bunch of stuff on 2MB Studio. Tell the people about it.
Yes, the people. Every other Sunday night for the past couple of months, full screen, we've been doing Glitty Litter shows. So that is my indie team Glitty Litter and our friends hosting a game show that runs roughly an hour and a half, if we're lucky, to just kind of really be competitive and just go head to head in some really aggressive fighting, and may the best contestants win. It's duos, so you come on. We invite folks to come in twosomes, and it's been bloody. It's been vicious. There's been a lot to clean up afterwards, hurt feelings, but it's been all worth it. It's been worth it.
Yeah, and Alicia and I were on Glitty Litter not too long ago. We were actually going against the creators and producers of this channel, 2MB Studio, and we lost because of me.
I forgot you guys lost, but it's very important who wins, so I should have remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, Alicia,
I still blame you.
Fair.
Well, before we get into Alicia giving a score update, Colleen, how can people find you? How can they find Glitty Litter? When is that happening?
Great point. Glitty Litter is on a brief summer hiatus, and we are hoping this fall to be seeing some of y'all in person somewhere doing something fun. Obviously, fingers crossed, very speculative. And in the meantime, you can find me on the Glitty Litter Instagram handle, which is, I believe, Glitty Litter on the Instagram search bar. I don't do a lot of social media, but the gals on our team who do are super funny and make beautiful, fun, gross things. So check it out and follow it. Like, subscribe, all of that.
All right, y'all. Follow Glitty Litter on Instagram. Alicia, hit us up with that score update.
All right, we have 2 amazing contestants, but a very clear winner right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Colleen with 80 points, and our front runner right now is Will with 170 points. Remember that he graciously tried to give Colleen some of his points, and I also gave you some extra points on the back end. So that kind of tells you where we are right now in terms of our 90s music knowledge. As Bongani will explain to you right now, level 2 is going to be a lot more difficult. So let's buckle up and get ready for the next part.
All right, just like other Dave Thomas, who, by the way, is the co-host of the Rehash with Tookie Kavanaugh, which you can watch right here on this channel at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. He said in the chat, these points are key, And that is right. And the points are increasing. All right. 40 points now for an original question, 80 points for a challenge question. Colleen, you're in this. You can still win this. Will, you've got to maintain your lead. And guess what, Will? You're up. You ready?
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I'm coming for you, Will.
All right, Will. What band is featured on Beavis's shirt in Beavis and Butthead? If you remember the MTV show and movie made by Mike Judge in the 90s, Beavis and Butthead, what band was on Beavis's shirt?
So I always got mixed up which one was Beavis and which one was Butthead. That's the problem. I'm gonna say.
You can also challenge Colleen.
Oh, that's true. No. I'm gonna take a stab at it. AC/DC.
AC/DC is an answer, but it's not the right answer. The right answer is Metallica.
It was Metallica. Dang it. Okay. I knew it. I knew it was a 50-50 toss up, and I completely blew it. Oh man.
Well, give me those points.
Yes.
Hey, we haven't had a challenge yet, so both of y'all the audience wants the challenge. We need a challenge.
All right. I should have challenged.
You have 50% odds on that one.
Colleen, in which year did Cher reach or get the #1 song across the globe with her song Believe? I'm sorry, this was poorly written. What year did Believe, Cher's song, become a global hit?
Well, this song is near and dear to my heart. And my brother and I dance to it a lot. And so I feel like I know when it is. And so I'm just going to, I'm going to say 99.
99. Is that your final answer?
Maybe it's 98. But I do know historically on this show, within a year might be close enough. I'm going to dial in on 98 to be safe. No.
It was 99. It was 99. Alicia,
99.
I say we give it to Colleen. 99.
I give it to
Believe
Colleen.
won the Grammy for Best Dance Record. Alicia?
Yes, I give it to Colleen for 99 for Believe. And I also want to impress upon Will and Colleen, our contestants, that there are challenges that you can take. And they are not painful. No one's going to have to eat a bug or anything. So keep that in mind.
Okay. All right. I will. But I also want to prove that I know that these questions, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm.
Yeah, that album is my sweet spot. Like it means a lot to me and my family. Like,
Colleen, is there a backstory there? Is there some event or something that happened?
So if you watched Glitty Litter, my brother was my contestant on Family Night with me, and he loves it so much. The Cher album, it was one of the things he got when he was little, and we would dance. And I think that famously a family joke between the two of us is how I didn't know he was gay. I don't know how that was possible that we didn't notice, but we together would choreograph dances to every song on that Cher album when we weren't watching the First Wives Club. So we don't know. We don't know how I missed it. But it's
so good.
Something
So
we
good.
call each other and sing when we're great.
Your brother's living his best life. And Will, let's see if you can continue living your best life.
All right. Let's do this.
All right. Jennifer Lopez, Ricky Martin, and others contributed to what musical movement in the late 90s?
What musical movement?
J-Lo, Ricky Martin. And you can challenge Colleen on this.
Okay, so is this like, I want to say it's like Latin pop, but I will challenge Colleen.
Latin Explosion.
Quick with it, and that's correct.
Latin
Latin
explosion. I would have gotten that wrong anyway. See, Colleen, yep. I'm glad I challenged you, but I'm not glad I challenged you.
I know we got to do the challenges. It's just, some things you can't help yourself from shouting.
Colleen, you knew it. You knew it immediately. You knew all the different stuff that was in there. Let's see if you know this question. All right. Who won a Grammy for Best Reggae Album in 1995 with Bombastic?
I have suspicions, but they're weak. I'm going to throw to Will.
Will, you know, the 1995 Best Reggae Album, Bombastic. What was the artist?
I will say.
You can also take a challenge. Just saying.
You know what? You know what? I'll take a challenge.
Chill, folks. We got our first whatever it takes challenge.
Oh,
now,
no.
Will, Alicia, you're doing double duty right now because you're the beholder of the challenges. We know it's an audience challenge, and you also got to go through the chat and figure it out. You know what, Alicia? Why don't you let me say what the challenge was again while you're collecting the score?
Okay, let's do that.
This was an audience challenge, and we asked, and you have 15 seconds to do a freestyle or an a cappella, an original song about a 90s movie. And it has to be continuous and nonstop. And the audience, the people in the chat, the people in the comment section, they were deciding, was it going to be Space Jam? Was it going to be Never Been Kissed? Or was it going to be Good Will Hunting? Alicia, do you have an answer for us?
Yeah, we are just going to Space Jam, guys.
Are we both doing the challenge, or is it just Will?
Just so at this point, Will, you get to determine, are you going to do it or is Colleen going to do it?
I feel like I'm gonna. Well, there we go. I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna make Colleen do it.
I'm not a singer of a band.
But I'm not an improv. I don't do improv.
Right. I mean, I barely do improv, but
Colleen, this is for 80 points. This is for 80 points. Okay. Before you get into it, we're going to isolate you up there. I'm just going to let you know, Bombastic, that was Shaggy. It wasn't me.
I thought it was Shaggy. That was going to be my guess, but I'm glad we're doing this instead.
And remind me, the movie again is
Space Jam.
Space Jam. And
so Alicia's going to count you down.
And it's a 1 minute song.
All right. Yeah.
15 seconds.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Like a 15-second song. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
So Michael Jordan meets Newman, and Newman's a bad guy, and aliens from space come, and they're little but they're big, and also Lola Bunny. It's weird and hypersexualized, but then the Looney Tunes win.
Woo!
Oh God, that was so good!
I know Space Jam. I don't know it well, but I know it.
Calling out Newman was on point. That was so good.
That was so good. 80 points.
Well, Alicia, I'm guessing that Colleen's getting all the points, huh?
That was really good. I did not expect that.
It's the singing part. I've never been much of the singer, but I have the enthusiasm.
Yes, the enthusiasm. That's what got me. That's me.
That's how I do Celine Dion in karaoke. Can't sing. Bring the enthusiasm.
Loved it.
One could also say you're doing whatever it takes to win.
Crushing it.
Could say it.
And now she goes next.
Will, you're up.
All
this
right.
was actually Will is up, right? Because Colleen, you got the question. You challenged Will. Will challenged back to you. So Will is up. So, Will, what was the best-selling rock album of the 1990s? The entire decade. What was the best-selling rock album?
Wow.
I can also let you know 33 million records or CDs were sold of.
So this is rock album, right?
Rock.
Yeah, Will, don't get in your head about this as a real musician. If you got it wrong, that'd be really embarrassing.
Wow.
Hey, we love the
taunting. The taunting. Okay, I'm going to say.
You can also challenge Colleen. Just say.
I know I can, but I'm going to take a stab at it. Because I think it's the Eagles' greatest hits album.
Whoa.
The Eagles' greatest. You went with the greatest hits album, and that was a crazy choice because it was Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill.
No, gosh. Okay. All right.
I'm surprised that she counts as rock.
See, that's I would have. I guess
Jagged Little Pill was so grunge. Come on.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I just think of it as alt. Where I was thinking for sure Nirvana.
No.
No,
People love Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Once those CDs got like uber popular in the late 90s, that was the heyday, I feel like. But I really thought maybe it's a different decade, or maybe it's all time, or maybe it doesn't count because it's the Eagles. but I know they had one of the greatest selling albums of all time. I just don't know. Now I got to figure out which one. Oh well.
Well, BJ, I see that someone disagrees that there's no way she counts as rock. Econ intern.
Econ intern, aka Kevin, is incorrect. Econ intern is thinking about the, late 90s, early 2000s Starbucks Alanis Morissette type of vibes, but we're talking about you ought to know, which was definitely rock.
I appreciate Econ intern trying to be on my side about this, but she's absolutely rock.
Well, Colleen, you're up next. Last question of the round. Let's see if we can get it.
Okay.
All right. Here's another rock question. What Soundgarden song formed a religious cult? Looking for the grunge band Soundgarden had a song that formed a full religious cult.
I can't even. I gotta throw to Will. I don't even know. I've heard of Soundgarden, and that's about it.
All right. Well, looking for Soundgarden. You can take the whatever it takes challenge, or you can say what you think.
I'm going to take a guess at it because I'm going to say Spoon Man.
Spoon Man is an answer that is incorrect. The right answer was Black Hole Sun.
It is.
They did Black Hole Sun?
Yep.
It's the obvious
one. I know a lot of that song.
It's the obvious one. And you knew it, Colleen.
I did.
You knew it, Will.
We would famously sing it about my friend Jose.
I literally, okay, this is going to be silly, and you can see it on Twitter afterwards. I literally just recorded a parody of this song. I was singing it in my closet before we started this show, and it is so stupid and so silly, and I'm so bummed out at myself for not going with the obvious. I'm getting in my head. I'm way overthinking these questions.
Well, I can let you know, it was due to the video saying that the end of the world is near. And that started some big thing with the Concerned Christians, and their founder, Kim Miller, created a whole cult behind it.
Wow, had no idea.
Yeah.
And that's the end of round 2, folks. That's the end of round 2. Alicia, you're going to go and tally up all the scores. And while you're doing that, Will, we want to know what's happening with you. You're doing all these different podcasts, George Center. You're doing the Lauer After Hour. You're doing sports talk radio. What's up?
So yeah, at the beginning of the pandemic, we had this group chat kind of start around kind of just some super fans of this ESPN talk show called the Dan Le Batard Show, and we started recording our conversations, and then we started asking very famous sports commentary figures and folks from ESPN and the show to come on, and they just kept saying yes. And so we just kept doing it. And then we ended up to a format where we record 6 episodes a week. There's recaps of the shows. We do interviews on Sundays. We do a get to know your fan series where I interview folks one-on-one. But yeah, I help out with that, kind of run. I call it point guard because everybody comes up with questions, and we got a lot of distinct personalities on there. So it's super fun to do. And we recently signed with Blue Wire Pods. They're a sports podcast network. And so we're super excited about that. And then Jort Center is I don't even know how to really describe it, to be honest with you. It's super silly. It's just me and some friends that I've played music with for a very long time, getting together on usually Saturday or Sunday mornings and just, shooting the breeze about whatever we want to talk about that week. And it usually ends up pretty funny. So that's as long as some folks get a laugh out of it, that's all we're going for.
So where can people find George Center and the Lauer After Hour?
So Lour After Hours, it's LOUR. It's a combination of the two words local hour. There's a whole behind that, there's a whole story behind that, but it's LOUR After Hours on Twitter and Instagram, and then Jorts Center is Jorts like jean shorts. JORTSCENTER pod on Twitter, and I believe it's the same or something similar on Instagram. Yeah.
All right. And if people want to find you, I know you have a big Twitter personality. Why don't you let people know about that?
That's BJ, that was very kind how you just phrased that. I really appreciate it. Wapple House, WAPPLEHOUSE. And my display name though is what most people call me, which is Christy Yamaguchi Main, because I'm a fan of trap and the 1994 women's Olympic gold medalist in figure skating, Christy Yamaguchi. So yeah, that's what most people know me by.
Who is not a fan of Christy Yamaguchi? But right now,
couldn't be me.
we're going to see who we should be cheering for in the chat. Alicia, hit us up with that update, that score update.
Well, in a twist of events, we have an up-and-comer here for this round. I mean, I'm so shocked. But Colleen, you are at 480.
Whoa.
And Will, I was rooting for you, but you're at 170.
I got no points that last round. Oh my god!
Everyone knows round 3 is the clincher.
Oh
this is
man,
the one that can turn everything around. So
that's right. Make or break. This is the final round. All right, it's the hardest question, but the most points. Original question points are 80, but a challenge question or whatever it takes challenge, 160 points. So one correct answer can change the entire landscape. We're back to Colleen. You started us off, and now you're going to end us. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, these are the hardest ones. In 1991, what American president attended the CMA Awards saying, "When I need a little free advice about Saddam Hussein, I turn to country music"?
What?
The 1991 Country Music Awards.
Is this George Bush the First?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
President George Herbert Walker Bush is correct.
Okay. Why though?
80 points. It's the Saddam Hussein thing. He had a big, there was a rivalry there, and his son definitely finished it off.
Right. I do recall "We'll Put a Boot in Your Ass. It's the American Way."
I think that's a Toby Keith song, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and I don't know because I wasn't born yet.
Oh my god, that made me feel
seriously,
cool.
BJ? I just feel like a corpse.
No.
Same. I'm right there with you, Colleen.
Well, you're up next. All right, it's round 3. These are hard questions. What band released a song based on Star Wars called "A New Hope" in 1997?
Oh no, A New Hope.
New Hope, a band from the 90s, a rock band from the 90s.
You can always challenge.
I'm gonna have to hold on. I'm gonna have to challenge Colleen.
Colleen, you are up. We're looking for a new hope.
I'm gonna have to take a challenge. I have a guess at this. I'd be curious, but I'm gonna take the what's it called challenge.
All right, we finally get another challenge. Before I'm gonna throw it up to Alicia, see what she's gonna give you. The answer was Blink 182.
Oh,
Blink
no.
182.
Yeah, wasn't gonna guess.
All right, Alicia, let us know the challenge.
All right, this is round 3 where the challenges are much more difficult. So this is the A to Z challenge. And you have 45 seconds. We want you to give us a popular artist name for each letter of the alphabet from A to Z. It can be a pop artist or anything from any generation. So you have to start from A to Z.
I'm just going to say that the challenges in the first and the second round were a lot easier, but y'all didn't want to do those. Y'all didn't want to do that. So you're in the third round.
I would love to do something like this.
Will's been waiting to do this, I'm going to guess, for a decade. He's been waiting for a public forum to do this, and I'm not, so I'm going to give it to Will.
Oh, okay.
Can you do? Okay, I didn't know that you could do that after.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been revealed.
Can we do that, BJ?
Yeah.
Oh, can I not?
You get to hear what the challenge is, and then you get to decide if you want to do it or if your competitor does.
All right.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this as much because I don't want to do it, as much because of that, as because I think Will probably has been wondering at least once prior to this moment if he'd ever get the opportunity to do this.
Well, I feel like Colleen is like kind of that's like kind of a backhanded compliment. Like what she's implying is like I'm that guy that's just eager to like show off, which I did with the Spice Girls thing earlier. So she's not completely wrong, but
this is more so recognizing your musician status.
Okay.
Can't pass up shit talking.
You're good at it. You're good at it.
Okay.
All right. Well.
Okay.
These two are coming at it. I see it happening, so let's do the challenge.
Okay. All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Aerosmith, Boston, Cake, oh man, oh my God,
Dave Matthews Band.
Dave Matthews Band, Everclear, EF, oh my gosh,
Foo Fighters,
A B C D E F G. I have to do the alphabet. G. What I can't even hear. Goo Goo Dolls. A B C D. Yes, this is crazy. There's no way.
Until you going.
E F D G H. I have no idea. I am blanking out. I didn't realize it was 45 seconds. That seeing the clock on the screen is just absolutely absurd. I can't. There's no way. Absolutely no way.
I did not come up with this challenge. Bongani did. BJ, that was impossible.
I didn't give it 45 seconds. I'm just saying. I didn't
BJ, 45 seconds. And also, if you think of all the bands that begin with the.
Yes. Yeah, dude. That I should have asked. I should have clarified ahead of time. That's okay though. It's all right. Well, I went Boston instead of the Beatles because I didn't know if the qualified or not.
I'm sorry. I'm giving this to Will. It was an impossible.
Wait, what?
It was an impossible challenge.
I was a deer in a headlight. I am roadkill right now. Like
I'm giving it to Will. I have to.
I'm just going to say. Alicia was literally giving you answers through the whole thing. I think Alicia has an agenda, but Alicia is the scorekeeper, so
we got people playing in the chat. People are playing in the chat.
People are doing it in the chat right now.
Oh man, people are. I feel like people are just heart. See that was a fantastic suggestion. D's somebody did say D's nuts, so I don't know how much they're rooting for me. So
I'm sorry, this is so hard. I'm giving it. I'm sorry. I have to.
It's round 3. You know, it's okay. We got to continue going. We only have like a couple more minutes.
That was the point. But I mean it's
Alicia is being very sweet with her pity points. I really that's what you should call those from now on when somebody is clearly suffering on screen live in front of a whole bunch of people watching. Pity points.
You just get.
But hey, we're going to go right back into it. We're going to get back into rhythm. All right. Colleen, you are up. Let's see if you can get this.
I think I am I up or is Will up? No, you're right. I am up.
Yeah, you're up because Will challenged you. You challenged it back to Will. You are up.
Yeah.
Here's your question. Which 2 members of NSYNC were Mouseketeers in the Mickey Mouse Club?
Oh my God! Okay, Justin Timberlake and JC Chasez.
Easy.
Wait,
you got it. You got it.
I was gonna say, I was like, did I get that wrong somehow? Why do I know so much about these 13-year-olds? They were hanging out with Ryan Gosling and Christina Aguilera, and famously, when Jessica Simpson blew her audition and walked off stage, little Justin Timberlake was like, "Whoa, what was that?"
Wow. Okay, so that's just as bad as me with dropping the Jay-Z trivia and the Spice Girls names earlier. So she gets extra points for that, right?
I just know a lot about 13-year-olds at a particular point in the 90s.
I hear you.
I mean, I would because you are me and I am you.
we know what we know.
Exactly. I'm just gonna give you the regular amount of points, but I see you.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, well, you're up next. You can get some more points.
Let's do it.
Which 1994 song earned Bruce Springsteen the Academy Award for Best Original Song?
Ooh.
94, The Boss.
REM.
Was it? I feel like it was for was it Philadelphia?
Do you know what the name of is that the name of the song?
Oh no. I thought it was also Streets of Philadelphia. I have no idea. I have no
Is that
idea.
your final answer? Or
Sure.
you can challenge Colleen.
Sure.
And Streets of Philadelphia is correct.
What is it really?
It is. It was Streets of Philadelphia.
Holy cow. I could not even come up with a lyric besides those 3 words right now to save my life.
We got
Holy
2
cow.
more minutes, so I'm going to go quick. Colleen, I want to see if we can get more points.
Okay.
You're up. What were REM losing in their 1991 hit single?
Their religion.
Their religion is correct. That's 80 points. Will, you are up. You got another thing. The country pop album Come On Over spent 1997 as one of the top-selling albums of 97 without having any #1 singles. Whose album was it? What artist was it? Come On Over.
Oh man.
Come On Over.
So Christina Aguilera is what's in my head, but she's not a country pop artist. Oh man. Was it Shania Twain?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Alicia, you are giving it away.
I know. Well, I couldn't think of okay, so it was going to be Shania Twain or Faith Evans, and I could not think of Faith Evans, but it was Shania?
It's Shania.
Woohoo!
That's 80 points.
I'm the
Colleen.
game show host.
Colleen,
I love it. I love it.
This is the last question of the game. Let's see if you can help out. And guess what? It's a callback question. Alanis Morissette's You Oughta Know featured 2 guys from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Can you name them? 2 members of the Red Hot Chili Pepper recorded on You Oughta Know.
I can only, at my best, name one member, one Chili Pepper.
Both. You need both.
And
you can challenge Will.
Yeah, I'm gonna challenge Will.
Oh,
Will.
Okay. I'm just gonna swing. I'm gonna take a swing at it. I'm gonna say Flea and John Frusciante.
Flea is 100% correct. And the second one was Dave Navarro.
No,
Dave Navarro, a former Red Hot Chili Peppers member, is on You Oughta Know.
Grammy winner Dave Navarro won't get out of the public spotlight. Dave Navarro.
So okay, I already hated Dave Navarro, and now I hate him even more. If I ever see him in person, I'm going to tell him he cost me this game.
Hated Dave Navarro. Colleen's going to get 160 points.
Yes, we cannot give you these points.
That's okay. That's okay.
Half of it. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I don't want to
Wait, that's the end of it. Alicia, before we give out who's going to win, I'm just going to remind everyone we're on 2MB Studios. Check out our partners, 3 weeks courses, where you can learn things at your pace in a bite-sized little way. Also, sign up for 2MB's Patreon. It's great. You get behind-the-scenes content. You get exclusive content. There's different levels to that: $2, $5, $10. There's so many different creators and artists and comedians that are on this channel. And by donating, you're helping us, do this, do more work, and give more entertainment out there. And also, right after this show on this channel, you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever social media, whatever you got, make sure to stay here for 69 minutes of Sex with Me. It's the most sultry pun-based game show on Twitch. Also, I believe Anthony from Boy Detectives is on that show coming up. So, don't miss out him talking about his viral tweet for the 800th time. So he loves talking about it. And then after that, you saw other Dave Thomas in the chat. Don't miss him and Tookie Kavanaugh on the rehash. They're reviewing the movie Miami Connections. I'm sure it's terrible. Don't miss out on that. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here. Friday night slot on 2MB Studio. It's the funnest time. No better way to start off your weekend. Alicia, we need to know who did whatever it takes to win. Help us out.
Well, Bongani, it is what it is. And I want to know that everyone has been great tonight, right? We had great contestants tonight. So just to give the final, by the way, to congratulate the 90s, I am drinking Snoop Dogg's, he's the D-O-double-G, Mubby. And that's what I've been drinking tonight for my wine. And our contestant who won is, for 480 points, it is, Will Christiamaguchi Main.
What?
Yeah.
How?
You were able to win. I lied.
Whoa!
Wait,
Whoa!
Our winner is Colleen with 720 points.
Oh my God! So we just had an Oscars moment. We just had a Best Picture La La Land Oscars moment.
And it's not my fault. It's because my screen, whatever. But Colleen, you won. So Bongani,
the emotion.
Tell her what she won.
Colleen, we're going to isolate you on screen. You got 30 seconds to do a victory speech. You did whatever it takes. Marissa, put Colleen up. Do it.
I earned these 30 seconds. And so with them, I'm going to talk to you guys about karaoke and the best 90s songs to do it. I think definitely don't overlook Wilson Phillips. Hold On. Two Princes is also a great one. I think you shouldn't focus too hard on the obvious choices because everyone's just going to be annoyed. They've heard them. They don't want to hear you. They really don't want to hear you like kind of talk Gangster Paradise. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Just commit to like a song you can really belt and everyone's going to be grateful for it.
Everyone's going to be grateful for it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think everyone's going to be grateful for this show. There was so much drama, the twists, the turns, extra points, people getting, help in challenges, the misdirect at the end, the La La Land Oscar Moonlight moment. It had everything. You know what? And if you want even more, you can follow me on Twitter at Jeranyama. You can follow me on Instagram at, if I don't drop the mic, at b.jeranyama. Hey, and I'm doing stuff up over there. Follow me. Alicia, where can the people find you?
Absolutely nowhere. Please never find me. Don't look for me. I'm dead to you.
Oh my God.
Vibes.
Well, thank you so much to everyone for watching. Thank you for the contestants. Will, thank you for being here, but unfortunately, you did not do whatever it takes. Colleen, you did. You're our champion for the week, and congratulations. Thanks for joining us, y'all. Watch the 69 show that's coming up right next, and bye!